What's going on, everybody? Today I will be reviewing the movie Black Phone 2. Yes, Black Phone 2. Now, this is a horror slash thriller movie and it's an hour and 54 minutes long. Bad dreams haunt 15-year-old Gwen as she receives calls from the Black Phone and sees disturbing visions of three boys being stalked at the winter camp. Accompanied by her brother Finn, they head to the camp to solve the mystery, only to confront a grabber, a killer who's grown even more powerful in death. Now, the first Black Phone movie, that was in 1978. Now, Ethan Hawke character dies in the first Black Phone movie. Now, 4 years later, this new movie is 1982, and now you got Finney and Gwen. They're about to go to this Christian youth camp to figure out what happened to these kids that got murdered. So they're doing that, and now at this camp, they find out a lot of secrets. But I'm not going to tell the movie, but when you see it, you're going to be surprised of all the secrets they found out. Now, the director of this film is Scott Derrickson. He did the first Black Phone. Now, this new Black Phone movie, it's just like The Nightmare on Elm Street. It's exactly like that, The Nightmare on Elm Street. So he went in a different direction with this film. Now, Madeleine McGraw, she played Gwen in this film, and she had an outstanding performance. Yes, outstanding performance by her. Oh my God, I want to see her in more movies. She's really good, and I like her range, her emotions, her humor. Man, it's just everything that she done in this film is done to perfection. She had the best acting out of everybody. Great job to her. And I'm telling you, she does control this movie. When you see it, she's in control. The next character is Mason Thames. He played Finney. And you know what? He did a great job too. I like his character in this movie because I love his character because he's now a badass. He's more tougher in this movie, more stronger, and he's like he got an attitude where he just don't give a fuck. That's the type of attitude he got. Like I don't give a fuck attitude, and he stands up for himself in this movie too. I like that because in the first movie he was kind of weak, soft, he was timid, and he always got bullied a lot. So I love to see him transitioning to standing up for himself in this film. Great job to him with that. And it's like he's trying to get over his past in this film, but the sister keep bringing him back into it because she's trying to solve mysteries at this camp, and he's just trying to not to think about anything of what he went through. So this is kind of tough seeing that. Now, before I give you my dislikes about the movie, I'm gonna give you my likes. I gotta say it was great chemistry between Gwen and Finney. If I didn't explain in the beginning, they're brother and sisters. So they're the brother and sister. So it was great chemistry between those two. And I gotta say, my questions have been answered in this movie because they give out a lot of information. I'm not gonna tell the movie, but they give out a lot of information in this film. And I gotta say, they give backstory to all the characters, well, most of the characters. So you get to learn about the backstory of, characters that you wanted to know about in the first one. The music score is excellent. I love the terrifying visual effects, lots of bloody moments. Love the setting of the film. Love the costume and clothing. I love the 80s look. Love the imagery. That was nice. And I love the scary, intense moments in this film. There was a lot of scary, intense moments. Now I'm about to get into my dislikes. Oh Lord. I gotta say the acting was phenomenal. I'm not taking nothing away from that. Everybody acted great in this film. But I gotta say, I didn't like the storyline. I wish they would have just kept it simple. Now, this was an interesting concept, to have Grabber, in his spirit comes alive or whatever. But, and he have these supernatural powers now. But it just wasn't right. It didn't go well with this film because we used to having the same elements in the first. So it didn't really go well with this film. Now, it works fine with, Freddy Krueger on Nightmare on Elm Street. Just keep Nightmare on Elm Street stuff to Nightmare on Elm Street. Look, just leave this film alone. We don't need we don't need all these people dreaming and, all the supernatural shit going on. Just keep this film simple. Now, if I was controlling this film, I just would have had a Grabber. I would have just had him alive in the first one. I would have act like he died, but then he would have came back up and the movie would have been over. I would have had that happen in the first one. Now, the second one, I would have had Grabber go to a whole different neighborhood to terrorize the neighborhood and kidnap more kids. Then I would have had him in the second movie just get revenge on the two remaining cast members that try to kill him. That's what I would have had him do. Just go around chasing Gwen and Finney and kidnapping more kids, in a different neighborhood. And I would have just kept it simple like that and made it more terrorizing and more horrifying. I didn't like all the flashback scenes. It kind of messed up the movie for me. And I didn't like all the dream sequences. We didn't really need all of that. And most of the movie, if you watch the movie, most of the movie is about Gwen. It's focused on Gwen and her dreams. So, like I say, 90% of the movie is like that. Actually, this movie kept my attention kind of in the beginning and a little bit in the middle. But when they arrived at that Christian camp, that's when the movie fell apart. I'm like, this is not this is not getting good at all. So now, what pissed me off really is the grabber. You don't really see the grabber until the ending of the movie. Dead serious. It's like they didn't even utilize him at all, which pissed me the hell off. And when you watch the trailer is very misleading because they show him all through the trailer. He's not utilized at all, really. Now in the first movie, he was all through that movie, but this one is like, where the hell is he? But I would say, I kind of got bored with this movie. I really did. I was kind of pissed because I was really into it in the beginning. Then the more the movie kept going on and going on, I kind of got bored and was kind of ready for the movie to be over. It seemed like they didn't know how to end this movie. They were struggling to come up with the scene to end it. I was like, come on. And this movie, to me, it's not really that long of a movie, but it felt like it was long. It's an hour and 54 minutes. I think they should have cut it to at least an hour and a half instead of an hour and 54 minutes. Because it kind of seemed like it kept dragging. And this film didn't really need a sequel at all. I think they should have just kept it the first movie and that was it. They didn't need a sequel at all for this film. Yes, I have mixed feelings about this movie. It's like this movie was good, but it wasn't, I don't know how to say it. It was good, but it wasn't that great at all. So, like I said, I love the concept of the movie. I love how creative they was trying to be with, the grabber. He's dead, but now he's back in his spirit and he's going around terrorizing people in their dreams. Well, terrorizing Gwen in her dreams. But still, it didn't work for this film at all. And I gotta say something real quick. In order for you need to see the first one in order for you to follow the second one. If you don't see the first one and you just go in watching the second one, you're gonna be very confused. So definitely watch the first Black Phone. Then you'll get the second one. And I'm gonna say this. Now, the first Black Phone I'll give that an 8 out of 10, the first one. But this second one right here, it's gonna get a 5 out of 10. Yes, a 5 out of 10. Yes, I just feel half and half about it. It was okay, but it wasn't that great. So yep. Now my next movie review will be Shelby Oaks with Chris Stuckman. Yeah, I like Chris Stuckman. I watch his movie reviews all the time, and I'm subscribed to him. So it's cool to see his movie. And I think people that do movie reviews, including myself, we all need to support each other. We all need to. We can make something great happen. You never know what connections you will get by connecting with other movie reviewers or other content creators. So we all need to come together and support each other. And I'm supporting this movie. Like I said, it comes out the 24th of this month, and I'm gonna go see it. So yeah. And also, I'm putting out a fitness video too, because my channel is based on fitness and movie reviews. So I'm gonna put out a fitness video first, then I'll put out this movie review. So yeah, I hope you like this review. Leave some comments in the section if you like to. Subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna see y'all very soon. All right, I'm out.